the second half of the long weekend in New Brunswick for the Fundy Thunder in what may be the new Battle of the Bay here on High Button Sports. My name's Dayton Camo, welcoming you inside the Q-Plex in Quispamsis, New Brunswick for a Sunday morning matchup in the Nova Scotia U16AAA Hockey League between the visiting Fundy Thunder and the St. John Vitos. We're off the draw. This one's one ahead. Whitaker's got it. It's back to the point. McKinnon sends this one behind the net. Chipped all the way out to neutral ice. McKinnon will regroup and make a move. This one's taken away. It's Cogger working in. He's bumped off the puck. His shot scores! A quick start for the Fundy Thunder. Jacob Cogger leads them on the flyby, and they've got a 1-0 lead here early. This draws one ahead. And back to Morash. She'll send this up the wall. It's chipped ahead. Grayson Shanks is there for the Vitos. It's Morash with it. But Livingstone takes that away from him. He's going to regroup here for the Vitos at neutral ice and send this one deep. It's off his shin pad, and it'll bounce around at the blue line. Cooling will send it in. This one's sent back in. A couple of bodies there at the blue line. Now it's Cooling. He's going to work in. Send a one-time across to Livingstone. That one's turned aside by Collins. A couple of players battling behind the net. No call. And this long shot is sent over down into the corner. Livingstone's got it. Tries to work his way around a check. Now Baird picks this one up on the half wall for the Thunder. He's going to flip one out to the far side. This one gets out. And now Shanks is back to grab it and start the regroup here for the Vito. He's going to work his way up the wall. He's chipped away, and now he's got his stick taken from him by Brandon Warwick. And now here are the Vitos setting up behind the net. It's out to the point. And we'll get a too many men call coming to St. John. And just after opening the scoring a minute and a half ago, the Fundy Thunder are going to make their way onto the man advantage. As Will McClellan makes his way over to the penalty box, he'll sit for 2 or less. This puck sent all the way down the ice, killing off some time here as the Thunder set up behind the net. That's Parker. Sends this one out to Cochran. He's going to work in, stops up at the half wall, back to Parker at the point, sends a shot in off the glove, and that one's cleared out by Cormier. Now, there goes McQuaid, the affiliate player, had a goal last night, his first in the Nova Scotia U16AAA Hockey League. Now it's Cochran picking it up. He's going to gain some speed and work his way up through the middle. Jude Cochran sends it cross ice. This one's sent all the way around to the point. Nobody there. And it'll go all the way back down to the far side corner. Parker's back to pick it up. Cochran chipped up. Atkinson back across, and now the Thunder have a chance to break in. They're going to set up. This one goes back to the half wall. It's Warwick sends it out to Ulof. Ulof shot off a shin pad into the corner. This one's sent down the ice by Taylor Pearson. Ulof sends a pass out to Baird. Baird's going to work his way to the half wall. Set up. Back to Ulof. Ulof across. Shot coming in. This one can't make it to the net. Cogger's down there. We're back even. Now Rennie sends it back down deep to Cogger. The goal scored. This one's picked up by Grayson Shanks off the glass and down the ice. No icing on the Paul on the Will McClellan. He's chasing down there now. The Thunder will set up. Collins without his goal stick. Chipped out to neutral ice. Cogger's on it, but Shanks will pick it up for the Vitos. He'll backhand one to center ice. A good hand-eye from Ulof. Now a couple of moves from Arbo at the point he's walking in, but this one's sent up and into the bench. This one will hit a glove, and we'll get a stoppage of play with 15-13 here to go. This one's sent down into the Vito's end to Arbo. Back to the middle. Now it's picked up again by Arbo. Gonna work in his shot off the glass, and this one will circle all the way back around. McClellan's there to pick it up. Chips it back up the wall to Whitaker. It hopped over his stick, and now it's Morash. Working his way up the ice. Chips it in. Good keep there at the blue line. And it's sent all the way back into Kason Cooling. He's going to send a long drifter out to center ice. It's knocked down by Morash. Warwick touches up. And we'll get a face off right at center ice. Sends one back by the Thunder. Morash is going to send it back around. Cooling intercepts this one. Sent back to the line. Livingstone had it chipped away from him, and now Thunder have a chance to chip this one back, but it's sent back to the line. Sent in by Cormier. This one's sent back around the wall. Now Warwick picks it up for the Thunder. Chip pass all the way up to center ice. McQuaid's there. Now Cormier picks it up. Chip pass goes to Warwick. Warwick's away. He's going to drive in. And now it's out to neutral ice. This one's sent back in by Lava. McQuaid behind the net, setting up. Send a long pass out. That one intended for Cooling, but Cooling headed off for the change. This one no ice on the play, and now Livingstone down there giving chase on the puck. Lava picks it up. Up the wall. This one's out to center. Cochran can't pick it up, and now it's back for Tennyson Godin. Godin skating through the middle. Drops it back. This one's back up to Livingstone. Livingstone makes a move there. Can't get by his man Pitts. And now this one's offside. These teams obviously know each other very well in the warm-ups. Some extracurriculars, swiping at pucks. See the Thunder banging the boards right now. One back to Godin, across to McKinnon. Will send it in, a long shot, blockered away by Collins, and that one's into the netting. Face off to the right of Cooper Collins. One back to Max McKinnon. McKinnon's shot goes just wide. Now McQuaid runs over his man. McKinnon keeps it in at the point. This one's sent back out, and now Godin will have to chase back after it. He's got Atkinson on him. Atkinson lays a late bump on Godin, but Godin takes the best of that one. McKinnon makes a move. He's going behind the net. He's gonna chip it up the wall. Now it's back for the Thunder. Will throw it up to neutral ice. Sent back in by Bellier. And Bellier lays a good hit there on Cogger. Now a puck taken away by Parker. Parker's gonna work in. Cogger's first to it. Now a chance away for Godin. Godin, he's first on it. He's going to send a shot. Blocker saved by Collins, but the rebound's there. A couple of Vitos down low. It's McClellan, or Daigle, excuse me. Now this one goes back, picked up by Ulof. Ulof sends a shot on, it's saved there. We've got a stoppage of play, 10:46 to go here in the first period. Fundy Thunder still leading this one 1-0. Shots on goal 3-2 in favor of the Thunder. Face off, one back. Arbo will send this one around. Pearson, he's hit on the numbers there, and there's going to be a scrum. Jacob Greeley's in there, and Grayson Shanks. Jack White will head to the box, and the St. John Vito's, this deadly power play unit, will get to come back out here and see what they can stir up on the man advantage. Face off, one back to McKinnon, to Livingstone. Up to McKinnon at the point. He's the quarterback on this power play to Livingstone. Works a shot in, saved by Collins. Now it's worked out. McKinnon has this one at the point. Now his pass almost taken away. Back to Livingstone. Livingstone's going to work his way in. He's met there by Morash, but Livingstone first to the puck. Working on it. Morash sends it back to the point. This one's taken by Case and Cooling. Cooling works his way in. Across the ice. Shot, save off the post. Back to Cooling. Back to the point to Livingstone. Livingstone sends this one across. It gets out of the zone. Now McKinnon has to regroup. Livingstone will send this one in. Now another penalty call coming. This one headed to Ryan Morash. And now we've got a 5-on-3 situation here for at least 58 seconds, and then a double minor handed out to Morash. So the Vitos with some extended power play time coming up. Lava picks it up on the wall, going to send it back. Cooling picks it up for the Vitos, circling. Livingstone one-timer, that one's blocked in front. Back to the point, this one's off the stick of Cooling. Back to Livingstone, and they'll call it offside right at the line. This one will come back to the Vito's blue line. A forced offside will bring us 2 dots back. Face off, won by the Vito's. It's back to Livingstone. He's going to work his way in, set up on the half wall. Trip Livingstone across ice. Case and Cooling. That one chopped over his stick, and now it's to Bellier, to Cormier. Cormier back down low to Bellier. He's going to circle there. Cormier to Livingstone, shot off a shin pad. This one's blocked. Net comes off. But now it's still on the mooring. Now it's Livingstone. He's going to send it back out to Cooling. Cooling walking in, shot along the ice. They score! Case and Cooling rips one 5-hole, and he finds the hole on Cooper Collins. We're all evened up. And just after evening this one, the Vitos will head back to center ice, have the face-off, and they'll still be on the power play for 3 minutes and 5 seconds. McQuaid sends this one back. It's picked up by Grayson Shanks. Left there in the corner. Now Shanks picks it up again, sends it cross ice to Whitaker. Whitaker, drop back to Dag. Dag walking in, his shot saved by Collins. We saw this all night last night between the V's and the Vitos. Centerman getting kicked out of the draw. Whitaker will come in to take this one for the Vitos. It's one back, chipped up the wall, and this one will get past McQuaid and go all the way down. Now Shanks sends this one across to McQuaid. McQuaid going to work his way up. Down low, McQuaid drops it back to Whitaker on the half wall. And now it's back to McQuaid, down low. Tries to walk in, down low across, tries to feed it back out front, but Collins gets a glove on it. Hear the call on that one. Morash's penalty coming for a slew foot. Face-off one by the Vitos. Their top unit back out on the ice with Cooling, Livingstone, Cormier, Max McKinnon, and Luke Bellier. Cormier picks it up, back to Livingstone, to McKinnon at the point. Takes his time, down to Cooling. Looking cross ice, Livingstone on the back door, just had it hop over his stick, and the net pops off, it's mooring. Back to the point. McKinnon setting up. He's going to send a shot through. This one off a stick. Blocker saved by Collins. Back to the point. Now Cooling on the half wall. Cooling. Back to McKinnon. Looks for Livingstone. Circling. Across to Cooling. It's off the stick of Warwick, and now it's back to McKinnon. Down low in the half wall, sends a shot in. Low shot off the pad. A rebound comes out. This one's going to be lifted out just past the flags, and the Vitos will set up once again here in the power play. 1:10 left to go on the man advantage. Max McKinnon. Skating ever so smoothly like he does. Little Mohawk works his way around into the zone. It's back to Cormier. To McKinnon at the point. Shot through. This one just wide of the net. And it's sent back down the ice. McKinnon back to pick it up with Atkinson over him. And now, here goes Shanks out front. This one just wide. Comes back to Livingstone. At the point, he's going to take a shot, walk in off the blocker. A couple of rebounds there. This one's cleared back to the point, gets past the stick of Livingstone, and now McKinnon will pick it up. 12 seconds left to go in the power play. Now Bellier works it in, chips it back into Livingstone. He's got 5 seconds, going to walk in, take a shot. This one's off the blocker of Collins, and now back to the point. Shanks. Last man back, tries to make a move on Morash. This puck gets poked off his stick, and now Shanks will come back into the defensive zone to regroup. Cochran fighting down there. Now McQuaid trying to work it free, and that one just goes offside. 5:10 to go left in the first period. 1-1 shots now 11-4 for the Vitos. Much thanks to that lengthy power play of 5-on-3 and then a 4-minute double minor. This one's kicked ahead. Now Arbo has it back up the wall to Cutler. Cutler sends it across the ice to Godin. Godin picks it up. He's going to walk his way into the Thunder zone. But this one's chipped ahead to Cochran. Cochran has it now at the red line, sends it deep. This one's worked up the wall, gets past the blue line, and now Parker's got two Vitos all over him. He chips it back up the ice. And now it's worked in. Shot coming, that's a glove save from Cooper Collins, and we're going to face off to the right. Already 12 shots in this game. You know the Vitos love to throw the pucks on net. We saw 50-plus shots on goal last night. Quite the workload for Max Reed of the Voyageurs. Now this one's worked ahead, down low. Now it's up the wall. Chip to Frazier. Frazier can't get some good wood on it. Now it's back to the Fundy Thunder end, and now they chip it up. White chasing after. Cormier drops it there for McQuaid. McQuaid's chip pass out to the line. This one will get sent back in, and now Cormier has it. Cormier up to Pearson. Pearson shot off a shin pad. Now it's into the corner. Good bump down in the far side corner. Now it's Parker up for it. Kept in at the line by Shanks. It's in his feet. Now Pearson sends it in. Now Frazier working his way up. Toe drag working his way in. Can't get through. Good defensive play there for the Vitos. Now this puck sent to neutral ice. Drop back for Laba. His pass up to Cogger. Arbo sends this one around to Shanks. That's picked up at the half wall. This one's chipped ahead Bellier gets this one to neutralize. Laba mishandles that one, and now it's finally picked up by Jake Arbo. Arbo has this one stripped from him by Ulof, and Ulof sends it down. Now, quick shot there off a loose puck. Back into the corner. Chipped ahead. Ulof sends this one in again. Back down low. Arbo's first to it. Gives a bump on Warwick. Puck sent in. Dag picks it up. This one's chipped to the line. Shanks is on it. Gets to the half wall. McClellan chips it just out, not out of the zone, and now Arbo's going to have to get to it first. He runs into Cogger, and now Parker and Bellier say hello to each other there at the red line. Got to get some extracurriculars, and we've got some fists flying here at the Q-Plex. Nathan Laba and Will McClellan. They'll both head back down the tunnels. Their Sundays are over. McKinnon and Cogger. We'll wait for some confirmation here at the box. You felt it coming. You felt it coming. Referees look like they've discussed with the two respective captains. Face-off will come right outside the Vito's line. Now both benches, one man less. We'll get set for the face-off here right outside the Vito's line. 1:45 to go here in the first period. Face-off one back to Godin. Godin sends this one across to McKinnon. Bounced off his stick. It's chipped up. And now Parker's on it down low for the Thunder. He's pinned to the wall by Livingstone. Now Atkinson battling down there with it. Cooling comes in. Now this one's picked up by Cutler. Worked around the wall. Parker sends it up the wall, and now Atkinson gets it out. Baird working down low. This one's sent into the glove, and this one will be caught and hung on to. We've got a face-off with 47 seconds left to go here in the first period. 1-1 the score after goals from the Vitos and the Fundy Thunder. The Thunder coming earlier in the first, and then the Vitos on the power play. So 5 for fighting and a game misconduct, respectively, for O'Toole and Lava. This one sent around the boards. McQuaid beats out the icing. Now it's sent up the wall. Cochran sends it back. And now this one's going to be pumped in by Grayson Shanks. Up the wall to Cochran. Cochran shot. Saved. And that one gloved on with 2.5 to go in the first period. Pretty eventful so far here at the Q-Pucks. Couple of goals. A scuffle. And a couple of game misconducts. Shot coming off the face-off, saved, and that one saved again off the rebound. That'll do it here in the first period. Vito's and the Thunder tied at 1. We'll be back with the second period of play. Stay with us on High Button Sports.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple.
Welcome back to High Button Sports. Second period of play between the Fundy Thunder and the St. John Vitos, all even through 20 minutes of play. We'll see what the second period has in store. The draw, one down into the Thunder end. It's put back down deep by Tennyson Godin. Now a chance up. This one goes on top of the net. Now chip back to Godin. Godin sends a shot through off the blocker and into the netting. I'm going to stop his play here with 20 seconds into the period. Cutler, Cooling, and Livingstone out there for the Vitos. With McKinnon and Godin on the back end. One back to Godin. Godin shot through off the pad of Cooper Collins. Up the wall, and McKinnon has this one jump past his stick. He's got to race back. Godin's back for it. Now McKinnon sends a long pass up the middle through to Livingstone. Livingstone's bumped there by McIver, and now it's brought in by Livingstone. Pass a check. Centers one out front to Cooling. Cooling shot off the blocker, and now we'll get a stoppage of play as the net comes off its mooring. Now this one back to Shanks at the point, and it's beloved by Collins. Face off, one back by O'Toole. Shot. Now Cochran picks it up. Shoveled out to neutralize. Shanks is on it. It's going to be worked in offside. And now a penalty call coming from the Thunder. A misconduct going to be handed. This one coming to Maddox Rennie, and now the Vitos back to the power play. Worked in offside, and Rennie fired a puck at the boards, just a foot from the referee. And the refs will send him to the box. This one sent back to the Vito's end. McKinnon sends one in off the shin pad. Now Baird at the half wall, going to shovel this one back down deep. Cormier on the half wall, chips out to neutral ice. Now it's picked up by Livingstone. Livingstone's going to send it in. Got Bellier coming down there, laying a hit on him, and now Cooling works his way in. Tried to center one in front. And now Baird tries to work it in. He's taken down by McKinnon. A good hip check there by the Vito's defender, number 6. This one gets sent all the way down the ice. Livingstone's first on it. He's got Cooling working in. He's going to send it one around the net. Back to the point to Bellier. Now Morash works it up. Chips it backhander past Arbo. Now it's picked up by Shanks. A long pass ahead. This one off the stick of Livingstone. Livingstone will pick it back up at center ice. Tries to chip it ahead. Now it's picked up. White's on it. He's got Shanks on him, and now White working through the center. Picked up by Arbo and sent all the way around to Shanks. Shanks running to his man, and now Shot coming from the point. This one will go down to White. Cogger sends this one back around to White, but this one's out of his reach. It's Bellier trying to make a move, and he'll send this one down deep into the Thunder end. White chips one out to Gagnon, but Gagnon has this one bounce off his stick. It's back to Arbo. Arbo gets a return feed. And now he'll take some time and send this one to neutral ice. It's picked up by the Thunder, working in. Puck battle along the near side wall. A shot saved there off the shot by Warwick. And now Warwick drops this one down low. Back out to the point. Shot coming through. This one off a couple of bodies, and now it's back to the point. Chipped off the stick there at the point, and now dumped back in. Pearson up the wall. It's sent in by Cormier. Now Greeley chips at it. This one covered up by Collins. Now we'll get a stoppage play. 15:48 left to go here in the second period. Vito's still pouring on the shots. 6 so far in the second period. They lead 18-7 in the shot department. Face off one to the near side. Now McIver driving up. It's picked up at the point by Cormier, but his pass picked up by Warwick, and his shot just goes high and wide over the net. Now Parker circling back in his own end. Drops it back, and now it's up to McIver. McIver and McQuaid fall into each other, and now chance for the Vitos breaking in. It's Daigle. He has a puck at the half wall, but it's chipped out. Now Cormier's got to go chase it. Cormier behind the net. He stops up. Up the wall. Now a pass out to Daigle. He's away. Shot coming off the stick of Collins and into the net. Face off to the left of Collins, one back to Godin. His shot saved, rebound there out front, and now it's going to be put back all the way down. Max McKinnon there to grab it and start the regroup for the Vito. So circle back. Backhand up the wall, chipped out by Cooling. Now Livingstone. That one's chipped off his stick by Ulof. Now it's back up the wall. Dump back in, glove save, and now that one's played aside to Godin. Godin sends one up the wall. Ulof is there, sends it right back around. McKinnon there to pick it up for the Vitos. Chipped up the wall, and now Cooling. He's on it for the Vitos. Now it's Cutler working up through neutral ice. He's going to dump one in. It didn't get the red line, and we'll have an icing call on the play with 13:47 to go in the second period. And we'll get a face-off down on the near side wall. One by McKinnon. Sends it back to the point. No call there from the linesman. Didn't get chipped out. Now Cooling sends one up to Livingstone. He's going to work his way in. Has one taken away from him. Bumped off the puck there. And now Frazier working ahead. He's put into the boards there in the corner by Shanks, and Shanks sends it back down low for McKinnon. McKinnon drops it for Shanks, and away goes Grayson Shanks with speed. Back up to Max McKinnon. Sends one through the slot area. Now it's picked up down low. It's back to Livingstone at the half wall. Livingstone chips one ahead. McQuaid has one down low. He's going to circle, spin one up front. And McQuaid again at the half wall. Chips back to the point. This one jumps over the stick of Grayson Shanks, and now McKinnon, or Arbo. Back for it. They'll play it to Shanks. Shanks gets the line, sends it in. Parker plays it to the wall. It's kept in by Arbo. Arbo shot off the glove over the net of Collins. Now the Thunder regroup, sending it up to McIver. McIver working in through neutral ice, tries to make a move. But Shanks stayed with him all the way. Now it's Bellier working up. Tries to fire one into the open ice, but it's no good. Greeley working back on the back check for the Vitos, and this move can't get by Arbo. Now it's sent in the corner. There's McIver working to the top of the zone. Sends one down low. Cogger, Greeley, and McIver run into each other down low, and now Shanks joins the mix. McIver working out front, tries to send one up top. Now Cochran has one jump off his stick. It's all the way back to the Vito's end, and Collins will have to cover up. 11 minutes on the dot here in the second period. Shots now 22-8 in favor of the Vitos. Face-off will come to the left of Cooper Collins. Back to Cormier. Cormier sends it up the wall. Now Pearson. Back to Cormier at the point. He sends it down to Pearson. Morash sends it back up the wall. Cormier backhanded in. Now it's kept alive at the point by the leg of Sutter McQuaid. It's sent down low. Whitaker on it. Now Atkinson. Atkinson sends one up the wall. McQuaid elevates but can't corral it. Now Warwick sends a shot on, and that one's gloved. And we're going to face off to the right of the Vito's net. A couple of extracurricular activities going on in front. Atkinson and Cormier jawing at each other. Cormier and Warwick jawing off the draw, and Warwick slipped a little too far in. Uloth will get sent out, and Atkinson will come in on the draw for the Thunder. Now Warwick sent to the ground by Cormier. And now Cormier will head off to the box, and the Thunder will go to the man advantage. Cormier will get two for head contact, and we'll get back to business here with the Fundy Thunder on the man advantage. Atkinson, Warwick, and Cochran on the power play. This puck gets chipped back down the ice, and The Thunder will have to regroup here on the man advantage. Parker stops up. Sent up the ice. Cochran working his way in. He doesn't like what he sees. He's going to circle back, and now lots of blue line action so far from the Thunder. Dumped in deep. Atkinson has it down low. Behind the net, he stops up. Back to McIver at the point. McIver working in. Toe drag. And this one gets past him, and net will come off. We're going to face off with 9:20 left in the first period. Face off one back to Arbo. Arbo elects to chew some time down there in the corner. And now he sends it down the ice. A good penalty killing there by Jake Arbo. Now it's up the wall. This one gets to center ice. It's sent right back in by Cutler, and now Cochran walking in. Little toe drag there, and he'll set up McIver to the half wall. This shot just goes through the crease. And now McIver picks it up one more time. Drops for Parker. Parker working his way in. Tries to find the open space, sets up there, but it's off the stick of Alex Cutler. And he'll send this one down the ice. Noah Cormier steps back out on the ice. We're back to even strength. Now Arbo picks it up at center. He's going to walk in, take a shoulder there from the Fundy defenseman. Now this one's sent back to Arbo. Arbo chips one up through a shin pad. It's poked past the line, and now a chance away for Livingstone. Livingstone's got a 2-on-1 with McQuaid. He's got a shot. That one's off the blocker of Collins. Now it's chipped out to Baird. Baird plays it ahead to Cogger. Cogger working in. He's muscled off the puck. Cormier's down there battling with Cogger. Sends one across to McQuaid. McQuaid up the wall. Now it's chipped out. A high stick there coming from Fundy, but it's negated there from McQuaid. Now Livingstone working in. Circles back at the back end, and now McQuaid picks it up. Back to Cormier. Walks the line, shot sent through. This one just wide. Now Livingstone will pick it up. McQuaid to Cooling. Cooling shot just wide, and this one goes around all the way to McQuaid. McQuaid sends it back to Cormier. Cormier shot off a stick in front, just wide. Now Baird's muscled off the puck by McQuaid, and Davis McQuaid will give chase now for it. Back to Cormier. Cormier's got time on the half wall. He sends a shot just over the net. Now McQuaid sends it back in. Cormier. Can't get to that one, and now it'll be picked up by Case and Cooling. Cooling spins past his checker, and now dump one deep. There for Pearson. Pearson picks it up. Pearson back to the point. It's picked up, shot, and then that one's gloved on by Collins. Maddox Rennie served his time on the penalty box, and now he's heading back out onto the ice here for the Fundy Thunder. Back to the point. Chance in front for Bellier, but Bellier had that knock off his stick. Back for Bellier in front. Another great defensive play there for the Thunder. It's back to the point. Jumped over the stick of Godin. Godin will send it across to Max McKinnon. Back to Godin. Up the wall, and now had a couple of Vitos working in. McKinnon wanted to break in offensively. It's sent down for the icing. Face off to the left of Collins. Daglin Rennie. Back to the point, Godin. He sends a shot through off a stick. Back to McKinnon. Back to Godin. This one just pops out of the line. Now it's sent back across. Picked up down low by Rennie. Chipped up the wall. Cochran sends Pearson flying into the linesman. Now it's sent down low by Morash. Morash is going to be the first to it. Chipped down low. Back to the point. McIver sends a shot through. This one just goes wide. Back to Morash at the point. His shot into the corner. Now McKinnon. One hand's out up to Bellier. Bellier can't get it out. Now it's back for Cogger. Cogger sends this one back to the corner. Now Pearson will chip it out. Left there for McKinnon. McKinnon working in. Tries to send one across, but it's picked off by the Thunder, and back away goes Trent Uloff. Out front to Cogger, and he scores! Second of the afternoon for Jacob Cogger. And the Fundy Thunder lead this one 2-1. Sent back in. This one's left there for Arbo. Arbo sends it up the wall. Chipped up to Ahern. Ahern can't get good wood on that. It's now Whitaker. Whitaker sends it in. Collins will leave it there for his defenseman, and the Thunder start the break out a loose puck, and now it gets back to the point. Arbo unable to keep it in, and now it's back to Shanks. He sends it in. Now on the half wall, Whitaker working in. Now it's worked up. Warwick working in, tried to put a move on Jake Arbo. Now in the corner, a couple of players battling for it down there. It's Ahern who picks it up. He takes a hit from Warwick. Shanks sends it up the wall, and now Warwick has it back to the point to Parker across. Shot off a skate, and now Ahern picks it up for the Vitos. Sean Ahern working in. Sends one in front, a loose puck, and that one's cleared back to the point. McQuaid's on it. His shot just through. This one goes wide. Now, chance at the point. Cormier pointing to his defenseman. Chance out front. Good shot. That one's off a shin pad in front. And now there's Bellier with speed. He gets one to the red line and down. Icing called. No ice on the play. And now it will be called. Vito's coach is not happy about that call. So with a minute 35, face-off coming back down to the Vito's end. Chip to the line. This one sent across to Morash. Morash sends it up. And it's sent back down. Going to be another icing on the call. And the Vito is going back down to their own end once more. Goaltender having a discussion down there with the referee. Will get set up. Face-off won by the Thunder. Rennie sends a shot in, blocker to side, and now it's back to the point. This one fluttered on, and now Bellier has a chance to get something going deep. He takes a hit from Morash, shoves him back, and now a couple of big hits coming down. A chance in front. Bellier has one knocked off his stick. McQuaid. Back to Sutter. McQuaid at the point. This one sent back in. Now McQuaid gives a chop to the back of the leg, and he'll be getting a penalty here the next time the Vitos touch up. McQuaid takes a big hit. And now there'll be a couple of calls coming, it looks like. It will be Sutter McQuaid heading off to the box. And Ethan Atkinson making his way to the box as well for the Fundy Thunder. We'll get some 4-on-4 action. Or it will be 5-on-5. Gagnon kicked out of the draw. McIver will come in to take it. One back to the point. Parker sends one in deep. McKinnon first on it. Through the skates of McKinnon. McKinnon sends a cross check there to McIver, and now it's back up to neutral ice. Time running down here in the first period, but DeVito is looking for one more chance. Cooling as the half wall, it's picked up by Cochran. He's going to work it to center ice. Gets the Vito's blue line, and that'll do it here in the second period. So after 40 minutes, the Fundy Thunder lead the St. John Vitos 2-1 here at the Q-Plex. You're watching High Button Sports.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple.
Welcome back to High Button Sports. Third period of action between the Fundy Thunder and the St. John Vitos coming right up. The Thunder leading this one through 40 minutes, 2-1. Max McKinnon picking up a unsportsmanlike call at the end of the second period that might have been slightly influenced by the Fundy Thunder fans in the corner. After Maddox Rennie picked up an unsportsmanlike penalty earlier in the second period. Now we're underway here in the third. This puck gets sent down below Cooper Collins. And now it's picked up by Rennie. Working his way in his shot off the blocker, and it's turned aside. Now it's back into the corner. Arbo down there for the Vitos. Puts it up the wall. Back to Rennie on the half wall. Parker sends a shot through. That one's off the pad, and now it's back out to center ice. There's Trent Ulock, the skipper for this Fundy Thunder team. Down to Arbo. Arbo had his stick tied up there by Cogger. Cogger's looking for a guy back door, and he can't find the pass. Net comes off its moorings, and we'll get a stoppage play. So we'll get a face off here. That one won back by Pearson. Shanks on it. Picked up by Cormier. Cormier sends it out to the line, not out. Picked up by Cormier. Now it's on the half wall, back to McIver. He sends it down low. Warwick trying to center one. That one's turned aside. We'll get another face off here in the third period, 18:30 to go. With Atkinson and McQuaid stepping back out on the ice after their penalties earlier in the second period. Atkinson gonna make his way down there into the dot, take the draw. Warwick skates off there for the Thunder. Draw one back, and Cormier sends one to the line again, not out. And now McIver. Back to Pitts. Cochran circling on the half wall, back to Pitts at the point. Now Cochran sends a shot through, blocked in front by Shanks. Now it's sent back down to Collins. Collins drops it there for Pitts. He's got a man on him. That's Talon Pearson. The Thunder working their way to the line. This one dropped there for Cochran. Cochran going to work his way in. Now McIver, slickering around the top of the zone, sends one in front. Rebound goes through the net. A good stick there by Arbo. Back door to clear it. Now Cooling. He sends it out to the zone. It's going to be touched up at the line by the Thunder, and we'll get a stoppage play, a high stick. This one's one into the corner. White has that one bounce off his stick. A shot from McQuaid from the point, and that one's covered up by Collins. We're a face off to the left of Cooper Collins. Kaysen Cooling on the draw for the Vitos. He wins that one ahead into the corner. It's picked up by Cooling down low. Tries to make a move. He's circling out front. Passes back to McQuaid. McQuaid's shot just goes wide. And now Frazier's there to pick it up for the Thunder. He chips this one out to the line. Now McQuaid gets to this one first. Puts it around the wall to Whitaker. Whitaker tries to chip this one up the wall. Now Frazier finds Morash. He sends it in. Gagnon puts the cross check down low. Frazier's shot. That one's saved and covered on. And we'll get a face-off. (26-15). The shots in favor of the Vitos. One back to the point. Max McKinnon gonna send one down. It's just wide of the net. No icing on the play. Good drive there by Livingstone to beat out the icing. Now Cooley picks it up down low. Tries to center one out front. It goes all the way through. And back down the ice. This one's going to be picked up there by McKinnon. McKinnon makes a move to the wall. Gets it to the line, not out. Case and Cooling there for the Vitos trying to break in. Now it's McKinnon. Max McKinnon makes a move. Runs into a body. That's Warwick. This one out to the line. Kept in by Godin. Godin falls and McKinnon, last man back, sends this one to the line. Now it's Pitts. He gets run into by Tennyson Godin. There's going to be a penalty on the play. Godin is sent to the box. Referees will discuss. A 4-minute. Or will it be 2? They have 2 on the clock. It will stay 2 minutes, and Tennyson Godin will sit for 2 or less. Head contact to call. This one sent back to the point. It's Pitts. Now walk in, send a shot through off the chest, and now it's Shanks down low. Whistle goes, and the net knocked off its moorings once again. Now Cochran circles around the top of the zone. McIver out front. Saved a couple of saves, and this one's put wide on the rebound. Now Arbo will send this one down the ice. Dag was racing in there. Now the Thunder put this one up the wall. Arbo will get to it first. Another penalty coming. Now an interference penalty, or a slashing penalty coming. And now a 5-on-3 coming for the Fundy Thunder. A great chance to extend their lead. Face off, one back to Rennie. Rennie tries to send one through to Ulof, but it's off his stick on the back end. Back to Parker. Sends one through, shot in front, the rebound there, turned aside, and that one goes wide. Now Greeley send one down the ice. Now Parker. Breaking in as Rennie scores. Maddox Rennie breaks in on the 5-on-3. fires it blocker side, and the Fundy Thunder lead this one 3-1. Now with one man out of the box for the Vitos, down 2. They've got some work to do. 14 minutes remaining here in the third period. This one's dropped back to Ulof. Ulof works it up, skating through neutral ice. He's met there by the hip of Max McKinnon. This is a high stick picked up by Arbo, and the whistle will be called. Face off one down low. Warwick gonna send it all the way around the boards. Parker picks it up at the point. Across to McIver. McIver working in his shot off a skate. That one goes wide. Now Atkinson battling for it there. McKinnon puts Atkinson into the wall, and now this one's picked up by Cutler, sent down the ice. And now a penalty call coming to the Thunder. It'll be Atkinson for interference with 11 seconds left to the Vito's penalty. So we'll get 4-on-4 for 11 seconds, and the Vito's off to the man advantage. A chance for St. John to get one back in this one. Now it's out front. Cormier sends a shot. That one just over the net. Now Cooling. Got time and space now. The Vito's on the power play. It's Max McKinnon working his way to the top. He's going to send it to Livingstone. Livingstone back to McKinnon. McKinnon to Livingstone. His shot just wide. Now Cooling on the half wall. Works it in. Cooling to Livingstone. Shot just wide. Now Cooling. His shot. Pass down low. Chip to Livingstone. He has to corral that one. Now it's back out front. Livingstone. Couple chances, and it's turned aside by Collins. $12:21 left to go here in the third period. 27-20, the shots on net for the Vitos, and we've got Case and Cooling working in once again on the face-off. That one's won back, though, by Trent Uloth. Sent down the ice. A minute to go here on the power play for the Vitos. Livingstone works his way in. Drives wide out front, and that one just off the back of the net. Livingstone has a great chance there. Back to McKinnon. McKinnon gonna start up, drop it to Cooling. Case and Cooling working his way, stops up at center. Across to Livingstone. Livingstone working in. What a move. Shot from Livingstone, and he runs into Collins. He's going to get a few hellos down there from the bench. Collins getting into it. Collins, the only goaltender making the trip for the Fundy Thunder. So without him, the Thunder would be without a man between the pipes. Net comes off, and the faceoff comes outside the line with 27 seconds left to go here on the power play for the Vitos. second unit comes out. It's sent down the ice. McQuaid picks it back up behind the net. He's going to send a long pass out to Greeley. Greeley leaves it there for Alexander Dagg. Dagg sends that one in front off a shin pad, and now both teams back to even strength. This one to the point. McQuaid unable to keep it in, and that one called offside at the line. .11:05 to go. Alexander Daigle and Atkinson on the draw. Daigle wins that one back, and it's all the way into Pitts. He's going to chip this one up the wall. White chips at that one and gets it all the way down now. Shanks. Picked up by Daigle, and now Shanks is going to get called, and the Thunder back to the power play for the third time this period. Pass one back to the point. Now it's Parker going to send one in, chipped wide on the deflection. Now Cochran circling his way around the zone. Back to Cochran. Gets his own rebound to Warwick, and that shot saved, and we'll get a face-off. Face-off one down there by the Vitos. It's chipped to the line, and now Cutler has a chance to get on it. It's picked up by McIver at the point. Cutler sends McIver to the ground, and now it's a chance away for Ahern. Ahern tried to send one on net. Picked up behind the net. Now Atkinson. Out to the blue line. Ahern flies by him, and now Atkinson. Down low. Back to the point. McIver. All the way around down low to Cochran. Sent this one down to Atkinson. Gonna send a shot, quick shot out front, saved on the rebound. It's cleared aside. This one's gonna be chipped to the point. Nod out. Long shot over the net. And now Parker sends this one down deep. McIver on it. He sends a hit into Arbo. Arbo gives a chop to McIver right in front of the net. No call. And now a chance for Ahern breaking ahead. It's a one-on-one. Ahern's got a man on him behind him. Puck stolen from him by Cochran. Cochran puts a move there on Pearson. Working back on Max McKinnon. McKinnon sends him into the wall. Picked up there by Pearson. Couple chops there from Max McKinnon. Now Arbo picks it up, sends a shoulder into Cogger. Now Cogger working his way out, looking for three. No good. Now it's chipped out to the line. Pearson, he's got to race for it. Couple of Vitos away. Now Pearson up the wall. He's able to keep that in. Pearson takes a bump. Now it's chipped out of the line. And now McQuaid back out. Little confusion there at the blue line. Vito's player thought it was offside, but it was put back in by the Thunder, and now it'll be sent all the way down. Icing call coming. Face-off coming to the left of Cooper Collins. 8:04 to go. Vito's still leading in the shot department, 30-23. And their top line coming back out on the ice. Livingstone, Cooling, and Bellier. Back to Livingstone. Sends a shot through off the blocker of Collins. Now it's back to the point. McQuaid sends a pass to neutral ice. It gets picked off by Ulof, and he sends it down in. Pass goes out to the wall. Can't get any further. McKinnon chasing after it. He's got a chance to drive in. Drops it back. Cooling shot goes over the net. Now Cooling picks it up on the half wall. Tries to send it in front. Rebound there. Scores! Tripp Livingstone goals in back-to-back games. He's got the Vitos within one here in the third period. So after that one by Tripp Livingstone on the back door, the Vito's now within one. 7 to go. Now a chance the other way. It's Shanks breaking, or Greeley breaking in, but call offside on the play. Tennyson Godin back there to pick it up for the Vitos, and now it's chipped to neutral zone. Back to Cormier. Cormier sends one up to neutral ice. Now Cormier sends this one to Godin. Up the wall to Whitaker. Whitaker shovels this one into the offensive zone. It's picked up behind the net. And then Thunder will start their breakout, but a bobbled puck behind the net. And now a chance to hit Frazier. Frazier gets that one out at the red line. It's picked up by Dagler. They'll send one up to Whitaker. Whitaker chipped to the point, not out. Now this one, a dangerous tip in front, doesn't get its way to the net. And now chipped in by Dag, but the Vito's offside. Now Morash working his way out. He's got Daggle all over him, and Dag take that puck from him on the Vito's blue line. It's sent in. Cormier with a pass across to Whitaker. Whitaker moving in, his shot off the blocker into the corner. Dag picks it up. Now Whitaker down low. Picked up by Parker. Parker sends this one off the glass to the line. Just out, and now it's picked up by Arbo. Jake Arbo moving his way in. Gets to the line. Kicked out by Whitaker, and now it's Ulock. He's going to send one down in. Left there for Shanks. Now Arbo off the glass. Now it's back to neutral ice. Brandon Warwick going to work his way in. Glove saved, and that one's quickly played aside. Drop back to Jake Arbo. Up the wall, Sean Ahern. To Cutler. Working his way in. Drops it for Ahern. Ahern with a nice move. Toe drag shot saved by Collins. And he'll cover up. 4:50 to go here in the third period. Vito's lead by 10 in the shot department, 34-24. But the Thunder lead 3-2 here in the dying moments of the third. We'll see if the Vitos can get anything on the scoreboard here to tie this one up. Puck gets sent back around. McKinnon chasing after it for the Vitos. Left there for McQuaid. McQuaid's got it. Fan on his pass. Now Rennie, his shot denied by McQuaid, and now a good rebound. It's picked up by the Vitos. They're ahead. This is Ahern. Ahern working his way and tries to center one. Now it's behind the net. Picked up in front. Now White picks it up. And now it's past the line, out to the Vito's end. They'll regroup. McQuaid sends one off the side of the net, out front. McIver unable to capitalize on the opportunity. Now it's ahead, played ahead to the defenseman, too far. And now there goes Bellier. Bellier to Cooling. Cooling tried to find Bellier again. Cross ice. Now back to Cormier. Back to Bellier down low. Out front. Livingstone works his way in. And this one's sent down the ice. Max McKinnon will have to pick it up. It'll be an icing call on the play. 3:35 left to go here. And the Vito's top line coming back out to see if they can strike. Cooling, Bellier, Livingstone, Godin, and Noah Cormier. This one gets to the line. Cormier able to keep it in, finds a man at the top. That's Cooling. Circling in, Cooling shot off the glove. The rebound comes out, and this will be chipped back. The refs say no call. It's tipped on the play. Godin working his way back for it. Up the wall, Livingstone. Up to Bellier. Bellier gonna send it in. He dumps his man down to the ice. That's Frazier. And Frazier gonna head off here. It's a chance for the Vitos to get something going with the extra man. As now Frazier gets his way off. Now Cooling to the blue line. Sends one in. Turned aside by Collins, but left there for his defenseman. Chip to the line. Just out past Sutter McQuaid. And now Warwick, his shot up off the chest and a good glove save will stop up. 2:35 to go here in the third. A 1-goal game thanks to a goal from Trip Livingstone earlier here in this period to get the Vitos back within one. Now Arbo sends it across to Shanks. Shanks up into the neutral ice. Dag waves at it and he can't get a stick on it. Now it's back out to neutral ice and Pitts will put it up the wall. Dumped in. Shanks runs into White behind the net. Now Arbo sends it up the wall. Shot saved by we'll get a face-off with a minute 52 or a minute 58 to go. Sent back down behind the net. Shanks has this one off his stick, and he's going to get called for a penalty there. And now a trip coming. Grayson Shanks back to the box for the second time this period. And the Vitos have 2 minutes of power play time to kill with a minute 48 left on the clock in regulation. Grayson Shanks showing his frustration down there in the penalty box. Face-off one back to Parker at the point. To McIver. McIver sends a backhander through and McKinnon is on it down there in the corner. He gets his stick tied up with Uloth, but no call on the play. That's probably the right one. Cutler tries to get to the puck first, and it's off Cutler and now to neutral ice. Cutler's going to go to the box. A couple of fresh legs coming out for the Vitos. That's Cooling and Livingstone. Almost a loose puck there, picked up by Case and Cooling off a giveaway from McIver, but gets it back to his defenseman. That's Parker. He gets a good stick on it. Now Livingstone working on it. Cooling works it out front off the post. Case and Cooling and Trip Livingstone able to get something going offensively shorthanded. Some good pressure from Livingstone, the captain. Empty net for the Vitos. The Vitos will call a timeout. McQuaid, Cooling, Bellier, Livingstone, and McKinnon. The 5 out here for the Vitos. Picked up down low by Cooling to McKinnon. Livingstone sends a shot through just wide. Now this one gets out front. Livingstone racing to keep that one in. McKinnon able to. He's at the point on the half wall now. Sends a scores! Max McKinnon! .34 seconds left in regulation, and Max McKinnon plays hero. We're all tied up at the Q-Plex. Now the Thunder will call timeout after giving up that late tying marker. Max McKinnon from the half wall. Never a dull moment here at the Q-Plex for a St. John Vito's game. Overtime in the home opener. A shootout the next morning. A 7-4 win last night. And a 34-second game tire for Max McKinnon tonight. Now this one played around the wall. Shot coming in. This one just goes wide. Parker able to keep it into the half wall. Sent in off the skate of Cormier. Cormier able to get that one down the ice. And that'll do it for regulation. We'll be right back here on High Button Sports with overtime. We're back on High Button Sports. It's overtime here at the Q-Plex. Still 12 seconds on the power play for the Thunder as we get set. Now the Vitos working their way up. It's Dagla. His shot just goes wide. McQuaid sends it to McKinnon. Team's back to even strength. It's 4-on-4. Long bomb from McKinnon goes into the corner. Shanks on it. They're offside. Parker works this one up. Poked off the stick of Parker. Ulof has it now at the point. Now Rennie works behind the net. Livingstone chips that one off his stick and Ulof picks it up. Ulof working down the wall with Cooling on him. He drops it back in the defensive zone. Now Pitts working back away from Case and Cooling. Cooling circling down there in front. Now Cochran. Back out to the point. It's McIver. McIver trying to walk in. Find some space. Finds a guy back door. That's Cochran. Walking in. No good. Pass out to Cooling. He's away. He's got Livingstone breaking in. Now this one, chip back down low, Livingstone, up to Cooling. He's gonna work in, drop it down to Livingstone. Cooling, walking in to Arbo. Half wall, Arbo, glove saved by Collins. 2:39 to go here in overtime. No one scores here in overtime. We will get the skills competition. We'll be going to the shootout. Face off one down low by Ulof, picked up by Parker. Team's back to 3-on-3 now. McQuaid working his way in, gonna drive wide. Has a man back door, he circles around the net, tries for the wraparound, and net comes off again. Cooper Collins taking a beating down there in that Fundy net this night. Face off one by Dag. Around to McKinnon. McKinnon takes a hit down there in the corner. McQuaid has to get back, and McKinnon chasing after Ulof. Back to Parker. Parker drops it for Ulof. Makes a move, works in. That shot just wide. Now McQuaid has it behind the net. Ulof takes it away from him, out front to Cogger, and that one off his stick. Now McKinnon has it. Circles back. Max McKinnon looking for time, sends it to Sutter McQuaid. There goes McQuaid working in to Dag. Dag working in. Finds a man back door. That's Livingstone. Livingstone circling out front. Has the puck taken away from him. Now it's on the stick of Parker. Max Parker working up to Cogger. Cogger has that one taken away from him. It's Livingstone in front to Dag. Dag working his way in on the half wall. Sends it down to Livingstone. Livingstone's on it. Has a man at the point. That's Arbo. Arbo working in. Finds Dag. Dag to Livingstone in front. Sends a backhander on. Saved by Collins. Rebounds turned aside by Collins as well. It's Dag working out in front. That one wide. Net comes off. And now a whistle coming. Collins ran over again in that crease. Linesman will give him his stick, and back out come the trio of Max McKinnon, Kaysen Cooling, and Trip Livingstone. Remember back to the home opener, Max McKinnon ended it in overtime, 5-4 over the Cabot Highlanders. See if we can do it again here this morning. Now Maddox Rennie working in. He's going to be met down there by McKinnon. Now Cooling into the corner. Works out. Livingstone pokes at that one. Rennie. Back to McIver to Rennie. Rennie working in. Shot blocked in front by McKinnon. He's got the rebound. He scores. The Fundy Thunder take this one 4-3 in overtime with 15 seconds left on the clock. We thank you for tuning into High Button Sports. We've still got a bunch of games going on for the rest of the Sunday. Make sure you're tuning in from wherever you are across the Maritimes. Dayton Camo for High Button Sports here in Quispam Sis. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and we'll see you next time.